another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. What's going on? To all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, and my tea baggers, honey. What's your tea? Honey, it's another glorious day, my darlings, honey. And I know you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, you know what time it is, honey. It's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, oh, darlings, with Big Meats. What's up? Honey, I know some of y'all probably going to be late coming in, if you're coming in at all, honey. I have not been here. Last week, I could not come up in here because I was so goddamn mad last week. The donut factory had pissed me off something horrible. And I couldn't get in. And my mind was just so frazzled. And so last week, honey, we didn't do a show Friday. We didn't do a show Saturday because I had just burned out. Just in emotion, just in everything that was going on, because I took something a little too personally than I should have. But at the same time, honey, when you're talking about my coin and, something that I put my name on, honey, my job, we all put our names on our job, whether you like it or not. Your name is on that job because they demand that you represent their fucking company. But at the same time of you having to represent them, they don't give a damn about you. But as long as you are there with that company, everything that you do reflects your work ethic, reflects what it is that you do on the job, okay? So you may have the naysayers that carry on, oh, you do too much, okay? You take your job too damn seriously. You damn right, because my work ethic is on the line. Everything that makes me who I am as far as a good employee, a good worker, ethical, what's the word I'm looking for? Everything about me that makes me an upstanding citizen and carrying on, that there is what I bring to a job. Now, I may not give everything a 100% or whatever, but none of us do because, hell, we're human. We have our good days, we have our bad days, and carrying on. But at the same time, my name is on here. When you're looking to say who did this job, you're going to come back to ask for me. If I have to go to HR about anything, the write-up comes in my name or whatever the case may be. So you're looking for me. Okay. And so last week, honey, it's some bullshit going on at my donut factory that I just do not like. We got a whole bunch of changes going on that, change is inevitable, honey. Change. The only constant thing about life is that things are going to change. Okay. And so because of that, we got a lot of growing pains, but God damn it, this shit that we're going through right now is like going to a dentist, honey, going to a dentist, honey, with no motherfucking anesthesia, honey, and he just yank it out of the goddamn tooth, and they just strap you down so you don't knock the shit out this motherfucker. Okay? That's what we're dealing with right now, okay? And now, they just sit there and did an okey doke because we're slow. Now they have set up there and cut back our hours to where, we at 2, maybe 3 days a week or whatever. But those are part-time hours. I get insurance with my company. Okay. The company says that we are eligible for insurance as long as we are having full-time hours. So now what the hell does this mean? Are you still going to take out this full ass amount of money on this check? That's going to be half the damn time? Huh? So see, that's that's the new shit that came this week. Okay, last week was dealing with something completely different. So now that's where I am. Yesterday, we were going to come on yesterday, but I could not get it together. Y'all know I'm here with the Skyhawks, okay, the College Park Skyhawks. We had a game yesterday. We're late today because we had a game today. Today was the last home game for the season. Okay, we got 4 more games to do. And then, hopefully we get into the playoffs. So we got to do no, I think it's 3 more games because we got to win either all 3 or do a 2-1. So where we can qualify to be in the finals. If we get into the finals, then they're gonna bring a game of the finals here to College Park. So that's gonna be hot. That's gonna be hot, 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 hot. Last year, darling, we were number 5 in the league. At playoff times and everything, we got to the quarterfinals. We didn't make it to the playoff, and where the playoffs is. We got to the quarterfinals. Is what I'm saying. Okay, we didn't get advanced through, but we did make it to be. We were number 5. Okay, in the league and carrying on. So that's really, really good. Okay, but we could do better. Okay, and I know we can do better. Okay, so be that as it may, honey. So tonight, honey, we're coming in titulating, late. But we want to make sure that we give you guys quality information on the quality show. And honey, just sit down here and make it happen. Last night, like I said, I was a little flustered because we came in, we went into overtime and things, and I was mad at the team because we started that damn thing off. We had a 25 point lead. Okay. And that was before the half. We went at that damn halftime, come back into this damn third quarter, and honey, at that damn third quarter time, we lost all of that damn lead, child. Till we had got down to we were leading by 1 point. And then within the basket, honey, the other team, the Grand Rapids Gold, who I just discovered, see, the Grand Rapids, of course, is Michigan, right? But Michigan already has a team, the Motor City Cruise, who are the G League for the Pistons, okay? Well, I just discovered that the Grand Rapids Gold are the G League for the Denver Nuggets. I mean, how the hell y'all go to Grand Rapids and get a team and you representing Denver? I don't know how that works, but okay. All right. So that there is where we are. So we played them last night. We went into overtime, child. Went into overtime at a tie score of 123. All right. Now they had determined that the first team that would get to 130 was going to be the winner. And we did it at 132. So it was 132 to 126. College Park winning. Today we got our heads tapped because they beat us. It was what was it? I think it was 107 to 93. What was it? 102 to 93. Okay. So we got tapped today. But I had missed the first quarter. I ain't gonna get into that because okay, because I came home, I had time to get there in time, but of course the Queen calleth. Okay, and I had to get, I had to do my Batgirl change the care now, but then the Queen calleth. I'm like, okay, bitch, what? Okay, I'm trying to get him out of here. But she had me calling and she kept me seated. And I was like, bitch, would you come on? I got to go. Okay. So then when it was time to go, okay, darling. We got there and we were just getting through the first quarter, right? They had just through the last batch, the timer went off. We missed the first quarter. So I was like, God damn it. So, okay, but that's fine. But from the time we walked in the door, the Nuggets, the Gold, they had the lead and they held that lead all fucking game long. Okay. So they played, but damn it, I was upset that they held that lead all fucking game long. We never took control of the lead of that game at all. Okay. So, yeah. Look at me talking sports. Can you stand it? Can you stand it? Okay. I know. That's something new for me too. So, be that as it may. Uh, let's see. What we got? Okay, I'm going to the comments. Hey, Michael, what's going on? The Collins, honey, is in the house. Hey, baby, what's going on? Ha! Hey, Big Meats, I'm creating a new show after they restricted my 2 other ones, so I'll have a new Mixcloud soon. Oh, okay. Okay, girl, we get into that. You said they restricted your show. Okay. I bet on Xavier against Kennesaw and won. I'm just waiting on the check. Yes, darling. Aha, a coin. Okay, you got a coin coming. Yes, darling, a coin. Okay. Hey, Roderick, hey, you ain't been here in a minute. What's going on with you, baby? Okay. So listen, we're gonna talk some shit tonight and carrying on. And I'm going to make my announcement with you guys tonight. It's unofficial. I'm going to make an official announcement soon, but before we end tonight, I'm going to give you guys an announcement that I'm going to make because I made it earlier today with some important people that needed to know, and so I'm going to go here because there's going to be some things doing. I'm going to need your help to make this happen, honey. Because we'll get into this in a minute. Red, you ready to come in? All right, let's bring in Big Red.
What's happening? What's happening?
I love this backdrop, Hattie. This little, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I decided to do something chill tonight.
Okay. I said, okay, hold on, y'all. Let me send the link to the YouTube page to a coworker of mine because she wants to come on in and catch a thing, okay? And et cetera, et cetera. That don't sound like, you sure ain't nothing in there? Okay. So be that as it may, darlings. Okay. So today I titled today's show, I loves my people, but I can't stand black folk. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time. I loves the fuck out of my people, but I can't stand black folk. Okay.
I tell you what, we're gonna subtitle this "The Intelligence and the Melatones."
Okay. Listen. Okay.
Because the Intelligence are Afro-Americans that have applied themselves to the community to do things, to make things better, and make a futuristic situation or a balance or foundation for others. The Melatones are the ones you're talking about, black folk.
Okay. They on my damn nerves. I mean, for real, and seriously, on my damn nerves. Now, let me tell you why. First off, let me give a shout out to Saving a Wretch Like Me Ministries. Okay. I want to shout them out because that's my grandbaby. Okay.
Wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some in it. All right. Let me check.
Wait. Where the hell that come from?
Did you say Save a Wretch Like Me Ministries?
Yes. That yes.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. And I'm going to shout them out. Okay. Because it was placed upon his heart that we had been talking about this at the beginning of the year. Oh, I thought that was Carmen Harlan, honey. And that's back home in Detroit, the news anchor. Um, uh, we had been talking about this for a while about going into doing what we call the work and outreach work and carrying on,
Right.
and making sure that, you know, we stand up to what the core belief of what the Christ consciousness is, and that there is Matthew 25, honey. When I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was naked, did you clothe me, honey? When I was in jail, did you come visit me? Okay. And those kinds of things. So we want to make sure that that was it. So we talked about that. We were going to put things together, and we finally did it. Today was day number 1 of getting out into the community. We had a number of donations that came in, and we took the little string, little backpacks and carrying on that children like to donate and things. We have filled those with all kinds of toiletry items and things. They made sandwiches, a bottle of water, something to drink. Some got, other little things like sunglasses and things of that, just a little goodie bag. And we went out and let's see, we had a total of how many? 86 bags, and I think 88. And now we were able to pass out 56 of them. And it was a cute thing, and it got kind of emotional for me because I just remember my days in New York of being out on the streets like that, and being in the shelter, being in the shelter and knowing what it is to get kicked out at 6 o'clock in the morning, not understanding what it is, where you're going, trying to get a job, and because you got your bags and stuff with you, the companies won't look at you, they look at you funny and carrying on. I was homeless in New York, and it was very interesting, very, 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 very interesting. And so watching the people today and going out and handing out the bags and carrying on, it became, emotional. It became a surreal moment. It also became one of learning because, hell, we have folks who declined the bag. They didn't want it. Okay. Girl, let me do this, please. Wash the dishes. I got it. And it became, one that we were looking into it was bewilderment at one point, and trying not to get into your own flesh about it, and into your own feelings, because you're like, wait a minute, I'm out here helping you. How you gonna deny it or turn it down, And I had to teach it. I was like, listen, just because we out here saying, hey, I brought this out here for you, does not mean that they have to take it. Okay, because they still have options and they still have choices. Okay. So the very first person that we had interaction with, we were sitting up here finna set up and carrying on, and we're like, okay. So we're like, okay, we were trying to go to the places where we know a lot of that particular community migrates and congregate. And we're down here by the Greyhound station, because I'm like, okay, yes, child, that there is an area, because in everyday world we encounter them quite frequently. But child, we got down there, we're like, okay, well, where are the people? And it became a whole thing, because now we riding around trying to find the people. And I was like, okay, but what's going on? It's a bittersweet moment, because it's like, we out here trying to do a good thing, but then ain't nobody here. So it's like, okay, well, That's a good thing that they're not out like that. But then it's like, okay, well, where the hell are they? Because we already know that they don't have resources and places for them to go. So what's going on? Then we finally come across this one particular guy. He's walking around. He had wrapped himself up in a blanket and things of that nature. And I'm like, okay, so I flagged him to come over to the car, over here. And he says, we gave him, hey, you hung or something? And we said, here, you can have this. He said, y'all giving out any money? We said, no. He said, oh, well, then I don't want that. That was like that was the needle across the record. I'm like, what? Okay. So you can't let that bother you, but that was the very first person that we encountered, right? And had interaction with. So we didn't want that to necessarily be the tone of the evening or the day. So and I'm like, okay, very interesting, very, very interesting. So not understanding what all this is or who all this was or whatever, we end up finding places, and we came across this one place and things, and we got, a number of folks, and, coming out, it became, and I said, once you get one something, honey, the rest of them that's looking, they're gonna come grabbing. And that's exactly what happened. They came out. A lot of them were struggling, on canes, in wheelchairs and things, because they, limited mobility and stuff and carrying on. And I'm like, wow. Okay. And et cetera, et cetera. Hold on for a minute. I'm trying to get through all of this. And whoever niggas, Afro, Dame Doll, or whatever, honey, hi, sugar. Apparently you want some attention, okay? Because you blowing the hell out this damn YouTube. And this is cute, okay? However, this shit that you are talking, honey, I'm trying to understand it and carrying on and et cetera, okay? But, okay, you're trying to make a point. Honey, if your point is this profound for you, start your own shit, baby. You got the platform just like everybody else. Start your own shit. Why are you putting all this here on my page just so that you can get attention? Okay. Now I'm shouting you out, and I'm not gonna block you with everything because you have a right to say what you, but don't get disrespectful. Because if you get disrespectful, then I'm gonna come for you, okay? But as hardcore as you are going, okay, you got this platform to start your own, baby. It's just that simple. Okay. Now, this whole thing, fuck Allah, fuck Muhammad and his mother. Okay, that's very disrespectful to those who are Muslim, Americans, and carrying on. And then come to find out, you don't even know all of the things of Muslim and carrying on. There's a particular set that's very evil or whatever. Just like there's a set of Christians that's very evil and carrying on. So all that you're doing, honey, and then you're going on the middle Americans and carrying on. See, honey, you got a plot. And that's cute, but thank you, but no thank you. Okay. Okay. So now you've had your, what I give you, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You've had your 4 minutes, honey. Now, did you feel satisfied that that we gave you attention?
Yeah, back to what you was talking about before niggas messed us up.
Okay. So now, right. So now we are going through and finding places and carrying on. But this is why I say black folks get on my damn nerves. Because what it is in that, and this here is very that way for me, is because you can feel the spirit of complacency. You can feel the spirit of, I want somebody to take care of me, and it starts to permeate and then starts to get twisted into the message, right? Because it's like, it's like some of these folks, some of these folks will opt out of living. You know what I'm saying? They opt out and they choose to be in this state because they know they could get on the programs. See, they know this exists. They know that exists. They know eventually somebody gonna come through and give them something. You know, even if it means uh uh that once a year, you know, what I call the buy your way into heaven season. Okay, that's that holiday season. Okay, you go get the turkey sandwich. You gonna get the fixings and carrying on. Okay, you gonna get the blanket for winter. Okay, um, there are folks who have just checked out, and they expect that. And when I started to get that particular feeling, it had thrown me off. We went to by another place where a lot of them migrate and congregate, and they do that because the shelter itself kick them out at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, but they let them back in like after 6 in the evening. So many of them just stay there along the building until it's time to go in. Where they gonna go? You know, a lot of them got all their stuff. They can't carry all that stuff around with them. In fact, my grandbaby say one of the women that he gave the bag to, she said, I can't get another bag. I got so much stuff to carry right now. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm driving, so they were going out passing the bags out or whatever. And I wish if I had encountered that person, I would have sat down and said, okay, you know what? Let's then just take this, you know what I'm saying, so that it would lighten the load or whatever. We could distribute it evenly so it's not so heavy on you, or whatever the case may be. Then there was this one particular guy, honey, we were just about to pull off, and okay, hold on. Okay, bitch, I'm coming for you now. Thank you. But now, is that what you wanted to get up there on the air? Because see, now you really want me to come and start cutting the fuck up, right? You really want me to start cutting the fuck up. Now, I gave you your little moment and shit because you want to sit up here and put all this shit up in here. But now, bitch, I got to block you, okay? I've got to block you because I'm not going to put all that. I'm not putting your ass in time. I'll fuck you. Okay? All this old bullshit. Because I told you, bitch ass, do not get disrespectful up here on this goddamn platform. And you wanted to do that. Okay? So I'm not having it. Now, the whole thing of it is that I got to find out what damn platform he's on because I got a couple of different pages.
He coming from YouTube.
I know that, but whose YouTube page? Because, you know, I blocked him on one, but he got through and it's not re-blocking him.
Okay, let me check something too. All right. Hold on.
Are they white or black?
I don't give a fuck who they are. Shit. Right now, they got this old hateful ass little. They got this black name, Niggas Afro Dane Doll or whatever the fuck they are. But fuck them. Okay. Because now you done got disrespectful as hell. And listen, I don't mind all that. But what you're not gonna do is start that kind of shit over in here. Okay, now I gave you a couple little minutes of carrying on because you want to sit up there and have something to say. But now, bitch, see, no, you got the right one today. And I'm on my motherfucking period too. Bitch, yeah. Now, fuck with me if you want to. And I mean that. I mean that, honey. How Miss Lady say if there was a bitch, she said, that's so cool to Kid and Chicken George. Nah, fuck with me. Okay. Yeah, damn it. What's that some bitch? See, don't do it. Don't motherfucking do it.
It ain't on mine. It ain't on mine either, bro.
That's all right.
Oh, hey, Meech.
Huh?
Hey, that's one of these moments.
Okay. Ah, wait a minute. Right. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me get my girl. Let me get my girl on them, honey. Hold on. Let me get my girl on them since you playing. Since you there, where my girl? Where she at? Where she at? Jesus, where she at? Here she goes. Ow! Okay. God damn, so do I, but I don't want that butter pecan though. Oh, you know what? Fun fact about butter pecan ice cream, and I heard this. I didn't know it was true, but I researched it myself.
What's that?
Did you know that butter pecan ice cream, honey, was created for black folks?
Really?
Yeah, butter pecan ice cream was created for black folks because white folks didn't want to serve black folks vanilla.
So that's why I'm a whole nigga in the bed after I eat a bowl of that.
Butter pecan ice cream, honey, was made specifically for black folks because it got that yellow tint or whatever carrying on, and the nuts and this, that, and the other. Because white folks did not want to serve black folks vanilla ice cream because it was white and considered to be pure.
Well,
ain't that nothing? Now, and I remember, how about that? Now, the thing of it is, I heard that, but I had never thought that it was true. But see, that goes into my thinking. I guess that's how I started thinking, because I used to always think that white bread was for white people. That's the come when they started coming out with wheat bread. We all to get the brown bread. Yeah. I always got the brown bread, you know, because it was the brown people, you know.
yeah,
right. The yellow tint was the color because it was colored. Right. Yeah.
So then so I'm gonna say that they probably had a fit when they came out with Neapolitan, and the chocolate and the vanilla had to be next to each other.
And they touched.
So the strawberry must have been the mulatto.
How about it? Okay. Okay, how about it? Okay.
We will have ice cream like Neapolitan. Little black boys and little white girls can play in harmony.
Came out and you could dip the white vanilla in
the chocolate dip. Yeah.
You had to go through the nigga.
Right. How about it? Right. Well, the whole thing of it was, you know, with the chocolate dip, honey, it was okay for the white to go dip it in the chocolate because that was massa in the slave camp. So, you know, and getting a little
they mad because the first Long John was chocolate.
Oops. Watch out now. Long John. Him too.
What's wrong with this dude?
Okay. Oh, okay. So, yes, child. Yes. So that there, you know, I got sidetracked because this motherfucker and his bullshit. But I'm telling the story about going out into the world and being of help and being of service to the children. You know, and we had to search around, honey. We went to like 3, 4, 5 different spots, you know, to get rid of the bags or whatever. And we still came back with some because we thought we were going to be able to give them all away. And then coming through College Park, you know, I'm like, okay, I know we'll be able to give them away. But then also, let me say this, and I'm going to be very transparent, honey. After a certain time of the night, honey, it was like, okay, fuck this, I'm tired of looking for the children, honey. Damn it, never mind. You know, because now I got to take care of my business because I had to go pick up boo and things and this, that, and the other. You know. Okay. So, and et cetera. And then we had to get to the game, okay? So again, I say I love my people, but I can't stand black folks. Because while we're driving, okay, while we are fucking driving, okay, why, Jesus, okay, you're sitting up here, we are driving, everybody's minding the speed limit, but then you decide to where you're going to slow down and then want to creatively cause a traffic jam because we got boxed in. Now we sit up here dealing with all kinds of street construction around us, so everybody, we got heavier traffic than normal because everybody trying to divert around and this, that, and the other.
All right.
Okay. Why would you purposely slow down and there be two car lanes? You got two car lanes behind the car in front of you. I don't have a horn, so I can't go around you because I'm boxed in.
What, you didn't see Eddie Murphy, the first stand up?
Don't do it. Don't you? Well, I'll tell your ass. I said don't do it. I said do not do it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So now we're dealing with that. Then I'm trying to head down the way, right? I'm heading down the way. Did not know that G dot done blocked off this particular section of the street, so everybody got to turn off.
Who is G dot?
Right? Huh?
Who is G dot? That's a prostitute.
Shut up.
Why
Okay. Georgia Department of Transportation.
Oh, I thought that was a project girl. I'm sorry.
Right. Okay. That ain't Gail Dorsey, honey. That's not G Dot. Okay.
Oh, I thought that was Gonorrhea Dorothy. I didn't know it was G Dot.
No, not G Dot. But they done blocked off. So we trying to turn, and so everybody got to force to turn. So now I got this damn SUV in front of me, right?
Uh-huh.
We're turning. They had the turn lane. I did not know that we all had to turn, right?
Right.
I just started to see that the street is blocked off, so I'm not in the turn, but everybody is forced to turn. Why the hell your bitch ass still in the motherfucking turn? I'm going to say blocking the street, but we're not because the street was already blocked off. But instead of you moving over to the other lane, because this is a 2-lane highway,
all right,
you stuck in front of me, and then the car behind you stayed there. I'm like, baby, y'all the ones that got the power. Go ahead on around and get into this other goddamn lane. Right, that's okay, we snap. So now the bitch in front of me then decided she wants to turn around and go the opposite goddamn direction. So what did this bitch do? She starts to back the fuck up.
Really?
I'm like, girl, now listen, Miss Mavis, she's a tough cookie. Okay, she's a tough cookie. But bitch, if you hit my car, if you hit this car, because you sitting up here being stupid, okay, we're going to have a real serious problem. And I got all your motherfucking license plate in front of me.
So let me get this clear. It was 3 queens in a car with some Lunchables.
Basically.
And they were going forward while a straight girl was going backwards.
Watch out, you so damn dumb. I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
You can't make this up.
Three queens and some Lunchables, bitch. If you don't get the, you know what? But on a serious note, that might be cute to do the next food out, honey. Bring some Lunchables, bitch, honey, because that way that's already self-contained, honey. We ain't got to make no damn sandwiches or nothing. That shit is already together. Okay. Right. Okay. So, child. Okay. So she backs up, and then, I realized that I was able to back up because there was no one behind me. So I'm like, okay, let me give her a little room. So then she does her little do-wah-diddy. Okay, cute. So now, we're trying to move forward. We're still dealing with traffic. Okay. There's another goddamn truck that's like 3 cars in front of me, and I'm wondering how come the damn car not moving. Bitch, you done let another goddamn car and a half be in front of you. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why ain't you moving? Until I saw this bitch's wheels. Your bitch ass that got impatient, and now you trying to turn to get into the other lane that's full of goddamn cars so that you could turn around to go back the opposite motherfucking direction. I said, you know what, black folks get on my motherfucking nerves.
It sounded like you was at an orgy. You had 3 queens on top. They was running top. There was nobody behind them. That's why I'm saying they was running top. And you had a straight girl trying to back up. You know what I'm saying?
No, that ain't no orgy, because if the straight child was trying to back up, honey, then everybody was trying to get some of it, honey. Okay.
Also, if they was top, then they really was trying to turn the straight girl out because she was backing up anyway.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
And asking for it. And asking for it. Doingly, honey. See, you know what? That's a whole different conversation. We're not going to go there right now.
And she tried to do a reach around.
We're not going to go there right now. We're not going to do that right now. You're not going to tear up the Lord's work with damn filth and flooring.
I'm not. It's not. No, it's not that. I'm just trying to get an understanding.
Come on, SWV. All I need from you is understanding. Okay. Come on. But
I can't live.
I know.
So big.
Okay, I can't either, child. Okay, I can't. But for now, we're here. We got this together and carrying on. Then we started to advance. So now we're advancing forward, and part of the fucking melee that we were dealing with was that it was a damn accident. So now everybody now is trying to get over into the other lane because we got to move over because the police done blocked this one trying to get all this. All right. So now, bitch, you see me with my blinker trying to get over. You see me with my blinker attempting to get over. Now you see this, okay? You see this, okay? Why are you not letting me over? Because now you making sure that I can't get over. Okay, you done sped up and shit. Now, let me be fully transparent. There are moments when I do that too, okay? And the time that I do that is not when there's blockades and carrying on, or because you know the police is there and you're forced to move over. I don't do it then. I do it when I see you trying to bogart your way in. Okay? When you're trying to bogart your way in because you decided to take the shortcut up because you see it's a traffic jam and you get into the lane, okay, because you think it's shorter and then you see it's going to run out and then you want to bogart your way in. No, I get up because you're not jumping in front of me like that because you knew what the fuck you was doing, okay? So in this particular case, everybody sees that the police is there because everybody now got to merge over, okay? So now you see I'm trying to get over. You ain't helping me out. You ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna let me sit there and wait. So now I have to get aggressive with my driving to make sure that I get in so that I'm not sitting up here in the policeman's way and carrying on in lieu of getting the goddamn ticket myself. All right. I'm sick of y'all. Okay? I'm sick of y'all. So that's what we've been dealing with all day today as far as this traffic and stuff is concerned.
But it was for a good cause.
It was, however, then how about this? How about this? You wait to the last minute to let me know that you're trying to come out because you're coming out of a drive, and then you want to make a left turn against traffic. You're coming out the drive to come over 2 and 3 lanes so that you can make the left turn. Why in the hell did you make the right turn and then go around the goddamn corner? You are now holding up the goddamn traffic. Okay? I said, you know, as much as I love my people, honey, I can't stand black folks. Okay, I can't stand y'all bitch asses because y'all do some ignorant shit.
Oh my Jesus, boy, they got your panties in. Oh, you know what you said you was on your cycle, so yeah.
Honey, listen, okay, yeah. So I'm like, okay, and there we have it, you know. So it's just been one of those kind of days, you know, dealing with my people and dealing with the shenanigans that my people know we can have. Okay, simply because we want to, you know, we say that this is cultural. We say that we keeping it real and being hood. We say X, Y, and Z. But the question becomes, is it really that? Or is it because everybody got this sense of badassness and carrying on and think they won't nobody fuck with them? Or if somebody does, that, you know, we in a whole big to-do of a world and everybody wanna, you know, be ready to play Wild Wild West or whatever. What is that really? Or are we just fucking selfish and be like, you know what, fuck that, because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do?
Okay. I'm gonna raise my hand to this one.
Okay, I'm gonna solo you. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you take that. Take it.
We're in a community or society right now where a lot of things are pointed towards demasculation. And here's the problem. Masculinity was overdrawn and overtaken by the female entity at one time because they were ousting the male from the homes. So the women were taking on the stronger representation of what they call a family home middle-class citizen. Okay. And now, after they figured out they really didn't want equal rights because they didn't know equal rights came with a hard left.
Oops.
Now they want to balance it back out and hand it back to the man that is not respected in the community. You have drawn all his respect in his representation of a family man, a leader, a king in his household. You don't draw it to the ground to where when people see that man, that leader, that king, that's not what they see. They see a bum worthless nigger, and he could have a master's degree, but he already has a label because he's a black man. So now you have anger because they're too busy trying to doggone show their masculinity where they have been demasculized. Write it down. You feel me? So that's what's going on. Everybody's fighting to be what they're supposed to be in the first place, but they have allowed society to take it from them. And now they're trying to take it back. And there's no longer battles, fights, and tits. Everything is a confrontational war. And somebody wants to win, thinking the win is making you that king, but it's not making you that king because the win and the level that we're going to be heard, seen, or in charge is an ignorant level. And ignorance is not knowing. And when I say not knowing, you don't know that it's a total 360-degree setup to incarcerate you in these big billion-dollar businesses they call prisons. And that's all Big Red Fella has to say for you today.
All right, well, that's the word from the Big Red Fella. But let's unpack an adjective or two. Okay, hold on a second. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh.
And you're on.
Okay.
If you stand outside with your thumb out, it go faster.
Oh, watch out now. No, she can't do that. She'll get arrested. Okay, her thumb days are over. Okay. Her thumb days are over, honey, because she was 5 fingers, honey. That said, fuck it, you can't use your thumb neither. Okay.
Hey, I would say nod your neck, but then you'd be tired before they stop.
What? No, that's practice. Praise the Lord. Okay.
We got to do better. We just got to do better.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm letting this child know about this Uber ride or whatever. But I said I want to challenge this. And those of y'all who are in the comments, and I want y'all to chime in, because Red said something that was part of one of the things I wanted to really get into and try to unpack a bit more. The emasculation of men, and particularly Black men. Okay. Let's deal with that, because see, when we say that, exactly what is it that we mean, and do we see anyone particularly at fault? Because I'm gonna start by saying what I'm sick and tired of is that you motherfuckers blaming it on us as far as the Arabic community, saying that we're the ones that are ruining everything, and that we're the ones who are destroying the Black male image of carrying on, and that Hollywood is responsible for accepting the feminized Black man only, and that we are supposed to believe that masculinity is only supposed to be hard and rigid, and things, but yet we refuse to acknowledge the fact that when we're soft and carrying on with our women, with our this, that, and the other in loving relationships, nobody said that too is a part of being masculine. All we say is that we have been emasculated and carried on. So what is it that we want masculinity to look like, be like, smell like, feel like in a man that's supposed to be respected?
That's you know what, asking that question, you know what you just did?
What?
You just pulled out the biggest flame fan in the world.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you got John Henry chopping down trees masculine.
Right.
And you got the man that's totally submissive to his wife masculine.
Right. Right. But see, here's the thing. The way how we're fighting this fight now, the man submissive to his wife masculine is not seen as he's considered to be a beta. See, right now we are fighting alpha versus beta men. You know what I'm saying?
I must be AB positive, because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fuck that. No, you ain't looking at my face. You ain't looking at my face. You ain't looking at my face.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I ain't going. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna look out for mine. I'm gonna doggone love mine, just like my wife submits to me. I'm gonna submit to her, and doggone out in the streets, I will peel your cap just like a nigga in the street. So don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
One. So and this is what you're looking for, a white Ford Expedition.
With rims on it.
All right, cool.
So, and this here has been one of my things with all of this, because in this particular fight, and one of the things that I have been saying for the longest time is that the whole idea of what we see as societal definition of masculinity, well, it needs to be challenged, and it also needs to be redefined. But I don't think we ever will redefine it, because we have allowed for the originals that carrying on to be so stern
That's true.
where it's embedded into the DNA and the fabric of humankind. So now, and let me say this, because even in alphabet community, because we Jones each other. Y'all heard me talk about this before, that even in relationships, honey, and we see two butch queens together, especially if they two femme children, we'll sit up there call y'all lesbians in a minute, bitch, y'all dyking. Where the goddamn man at? See, and even with us, we do that with one another.
But
Okay.
That's an understanding and communication. Okay, but at the end of the day, Meech, I'm gonna say this statement, and I'm standing on it. If there was no such thing as a gay human being or the rainbow community, period, there still would be a demasculated black male image in this world. So for them to blame your community, for them to blame your community, even if your community did not exist ever, it still would be the same issue today as that it is. For the simple fact, and you take it all the way back to buck busting, to putting a dress on for every movie to become an A-lister. It is everything that they do in this world. And from giving a woman everything she needs to survive, but that nigga can't live there.
Okay, right.
All of that they snatched all of that, trying to destroy the black seed and the black family. Like right now, and I'm gonna be honest. I told you earlier. I needed you to get in touch with me earlier before we went on tonight.
Yeah,
because I was trying to locate it, and then in the midst of me doing what I'm doing, you doing what I'm doing, it didn't happen. But we're gonna have to touch on this because there's some stuff leaking right now that's saying it's got out about the food. Like they're genetically making these seeds to grow the food and the minerals and the vegetables and stuff that they're feeding to these animals and that they're selling to us in our communities that's against the black DNA.
Okay.
So
I've heard that before.
The collard greens in College Park and the collard greens over in Sandy Springs ain't the same collard greens.
Yeah. And again, so we're dealing with germ warfare. We're dealing with genetic warfare. You know, it all in an effort. See, this is still what's the name of? Is it eugenics? It's the name of the program that Planned Parenthood was started on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where they were trying to go in to disrupt the DNA of black folks so that we could stop.
I just found out spinach was man-made.
What?
The seed, the growth, everything that's come from spinach was created in a lab before it became one of the #1 greens. Spinach is not nothing natural that came from this earth. Spinach was created.
You know, give me the source on that.
Look it up. Look it up.
Don't you wait a minute? Hold on. You know what? We're gonna stop this and we're gonna go do this right now.
Look it up, because I was like, my mouth hit the floor. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "These people right here."
Girl, stop rushing. You chiming yourself out.
Yeah, put in your car. Here.
Okay, how is spinach created? People ask. Is this here says spinach originally came from Persia, now Iran, where it was known as aspanic. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Okay. The green leafy vegetable made its way to China in the 7th century. When the king of Nepal sent it as a gift, spinach was eventually brought to Europe in the 11th century when it was introduced to Spain by the Moors, aka Muslims. Okay. Now let me go to Wikipedia.
Go to Wikipedia and find and know this too. You know how a lot of us, you know how kidney stones, a lot of it comes from the black Africans.
Yeah.
Spinach causes them.
Okay.
Spinach causes them. And I'll be like, you know what? Look, he said, look, what Tracy say? He said,
What we
can't
got?
find.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go. Tell it, Red. Okay. Can't even find the seeds in grapes and watermelon. I was told today broccoli was man-made. I haven't had the chance to research it yet. I heard that about broccoli and cauliflower, but I said that about cauliflower. The cauliflower was man-made. That it was broccoli in reverse because they took all the color and everything out of it.
Yeah, they did that. It's broccoli in reverse, but it's also when they remove the proteins and it increases the carbs, and that's how you're able to it's able to replace rice in the vegan world. People use cauliflower instead of regular rice.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro, you know what? Stuff been coming to me, and it's been blowing me, and like all these little questions I have. I used to be like, I have had questions about kidney stones, and all of a sudden, boom, spinach is the issue.
Okay. Okay. Hold on, because I'm trying to get this, honey. I'm really trying to get this. Okay. I'm on Wikipedia.
Okay, what is saying?
Okay. The background of the overview. Spinach is a green leafy flowering plant native to Central and Western Asia. It is in the order of the Carophyllates family. Okay, I'm all these little cute little names. Y'all go look that stuff up because I can't say these words. Okay. The I said okay. The Maranathus family, a subfamily rather, and the Chinopodicida family. I'm saying that wrong, I know. Its leaves are common edible vegetable, consumed either fresh or after frozen using preservative techniques by canning, freezing, or dehydration. It may be eaten cooked or raw, and the taste differs considerably. The high oxalated content may be reduced by steaming. It is an annual plant, rarely biannual, growing as tall as 30 centimeters, which is 1 foot. Spinach may overwinter in temperate regions. The leaves are alternate, simple, ovate to triangular, and very variable in size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With longer leaves at the base of the stem and smaller leaves higher on the flowering stem. The flowers are inconspicuous, yellow green in diameter, 3 to 4 millimeters in diameter, and mature into a small, hard, dry, lumpy fruit cluster, 5 to 10 millimeters across, containing several seeds. In 2018, world production of spinach was 26.3 million tons, with China alone accounting for 90% of the total. Okay.
So what do they know we don't know?
That's what I'm trying to get to.
And then look here. Now look, they have okay. What I was telling you earlier.
Uh-huh.
What it is okay. You see how they say it's annual?
Yeah.
It says annual, but how we have so much that we never run out, fresh, frozen, and canned, because they have they're biomedically engineered spinach, and they use it also to transform. They're making meat out of this stuff.
I'll say that again because you just went all the way out.
Oh yeah, they don't want me to say it. It's biomedically. You went all the way out. Can you hear me? It's biomedically engineered spinach. It transforms into lab grown meat.
Okay.
See, bro, it's so much stuff going on. There's methane, there's metals, there's carbons. There's so much stuff that we're not supposed to be consuming, that they are putting in the food, and they're cloning this food in laboratories. They're not growing it in farms. And I'm going to tell you what my eyebrows started raising to this, because as much as I've been traveling all my life on the highways and byways, I go through all these country areas, and I don't see the crops like they should be. Like, I should see more crops than anything.
Exactly.
You don't see it like that.
Exactly.
When I was a child, you couldn't see the farmhouse because the crops was high.
Exactly.
Now when you drive, you can see all the way to the farmhouse.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. And I've been saying that same thing, you know, when we're traveling and carrying on, because, you know, we used to see in the corn and tomatoes and carrying on and this, that, and the other. And I'm wow. Okay.
Bro, I was just, and then you just like you heard, right there, 90% over that way. So 90% over there and 10% over here, but we never run out. But it's only a 1 year thing. Come on, bro.
I think I'm onto something here. I just found something on thrivecuisine.com. Okay, thrivecuisine.com. 21 plus man-made fruits, vegetables, and nuts you may not have known.
That's true.
Okay. They say, when we hear man-made foods, many of us immediately have GMO alert bells go off in our heads or start thinking of lab-grown meat and dairy substitutes. The truth is, people have been altering fruits, nuts, and vegetables for thousands of years. Through selective breeding, we may have created many new plants that better fit our needs. In some cases, we have developed these hybrids to taste better, but shelf life, growing times, and insect drought and disease resistance have been also driving forces behind the creation of hybrid plants. If you're curious about what man-made foods you may have been eating, we offer a list of 21 plus man-made fruits and vegetables and nuts you may not know about. All right. Number 1, almonds.
I knew that.
The seed of almonds parent plant is not only bitter, but highly toxic. Almond is one of the great mysteries of science. Genetic tracing tells us that it is a man-made descendant of the Amygdalus Finsliana Lipsky. Okay. The mystery is how our ancestors developed it. The seed of its parent plant is not only bitter, but highly toxic. Apples. The fruits of Malus sieversii tree look much like modern apples, but were much smaller, had an extremely sour and bitter taste, and were mainly used for medicinal purposes. Apples came to us from Malus sieversii tree, native to the northern portions of Western Asia. The fruits of this tree look much like the modern apples, but were much smaller, had an extremely sour, even bitter taste, and was used for medicinal purposes. Okay, this thing is repeating itself, so I could just read this shit in the green.
Crab apples.
Baby broccoli, a cross between Chinese kailan and common broccoli. Baby broccoli is sometimes referred to as broccoliettes or broccoletti or broccolette, and Italian sprouting broccoli. Oh. Okay, bananas. The acuminata has a medicinal flavor, but creamy, fresh, with few seeds. The balbisiana is sweet and fruity, but seedy, and its flesh often has hard spots. Okay, interesting. When brought together, these two created what many felt was the perfect banana. Oh, so it's a hybrid. Okay. Boysenberry. Huh. The original berry was a commercial flop, not asked for the rights to grow the new hybrid, and it was making its marketing skills that enabled the vibe to thrive and survive. Okay, so horticulture, there's Rudolph Boysen. Oh, that's his name, Boysenberry. Oh. Okay. Okay. Rudolph Boysen developed the boysenberry on his in-laws' Orange County, California farm in 1923. They were a cross between blackberries and the other loganberry or the red raspberry. I've always thought that they was in the same damn department.
I did too.
Okay. But if not for the efforts of Walter Knott of Knott's Berry Farm fame, we wouldn't have never known it. The original berry was a commercial flop. Okay. And okay. Broccoli. Okay. Okay. Didn't we just have the baby broccoli? Now we got broccoli. Okay. Greeks and Romans began selective breeding wild mustard plants over 2,500 years ago, and horticulturalists are still working with them today. Okay. Broccoli is one of the many hybrids that come to us from, Brassica oleracea, I'm saying this shit wrong, or wild mustard family. Greeks and Romans began to select it for 2,500. Okay, I said all that. At some point in the 1600s, people started experimenting with large flower types. One of the hybrids developed during this period is modern day broccoli. Okay. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts came into being because many people preferred the flavor of a young cabbage bud to more mature leaves. This led to backbreeding of types with denser heads at a younger age, mild flavors, and more tender leaves. Then, of course, okay, cabbage. Roman and Greeks developed cabbages from the wild mustard plant over 25 years ago. So here we go with this mustard plant again. Okay, making it one of the Western culture's oldest man-made plants. Cabbage. Huh. Okay, what truly makes a standout is that many other entrants on this page directly descend from these earlier cabbages. From the cabbage bloodline, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, and many different modern hybrids came to us. Interesting. Carrots. Carrots have quite a history. The first known record placed them in Persia during the 10th century. These carrots were purple or white in color and had many smaller roots. The Persians selectively bred them until they developed a plant with a single sizable root. Why carrots changed colors from white to purple to yellow and then finally to orange has been lost to the sands of time, but is likely just a happy accident that occurred during the first Roman period. Today, new carrot hybrids are constantly under development. Cauliflower, okay? Now, we just talked about cauliflower, okay? Collards. Many Romans began breeding large leaf varieties of cabbages. They added two new offshoots to the Brassica subgroup. One was the highly recognized kale group. The other was the less known collard group. Very popular in the southern U.S., collards are completely edible, a completely edible loose leaf plant, but generally people only eat the leaves. Corn. Now, I knew corn was because Dick Gregory always said corn was never made for consumption. Dick Gregory said corn was developed to be fuel.
Yep.
Okay, it was developed to be fuel, but then they started experimenting with it and made it so where it could be edible for people. It was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be for human consumption.
But that's where ethanol come from.
Exactly. Okay.
Red fella ain't slow, bro.
Okay. Scientists have different opinions about the origins of corn, but all agree that it is a man-made hybrid. Some believe that it came from Central America, from a Central American grass called teostinite. Others believe that corn is more closely related to rice and is of South American origins. Contrary to popular beliefs, maize rarely enters into the discussion. Interesting. Eggplant, honey. Eggplants are one of the most easily recognizable vegetables we have, but they used to be very different. The ancestor of eggplants came in many different colors, including purple, blue, and yellow. Some eggplants even had spines. The earliest known eggplant varieties were white and shaped like an egg, and that's how they got their name. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. Grapefruits.
Lord,
Okay. I've always listen. Grapefruits trace its history back to 1693 when West Indies plantation owner Captain Shattock crossbred oranges with pomelos. In 1750, grapefruits were first appeared in Europe, and at that time were called forbidden fruit. It wasn't until 1814 that John Lunan, a Jamaican planter and magistrate, coined grapefruit. Wow. Okay, here we go with kale. Okay, they said that already. We talked about the kale. Mandarin. Ah, Mandarin many people believe that Mandarin is a type of orange, but the opposite is true. Crossing mandarins with pomelos gave us oranges. Ah,
damn,
that I never knew.
bro. That's what
I
that's what
never knew that.
But that's what I be trying to tell people when they be like, "Yeah, man, I sit up here and I mix this together. I mix this and this my signature dish, and that's what I'm eating today." And I always used to be like this: "Are you sure that's what you're eating?" I used to crack
Okay.
that joke all the time. Are you sure that's what you're eating?
The exact history of the Mandarin is unknown, but it's a widely held belief that farmers developed them in southern China in the first millennium BC. Wow.
I'm gonna
You know,
tell you why. Let me tell you this because I know this crossed your mind, being a consumer yourself. I've always been skeptical and wondered about oranges and things because there's so many different types of oranges.
okay, now let's go there. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let's press pause. Let me look at you.
You know what I'm saying? They have the halos. They got the doggone navel. Then they turn
Right.
and then recently I've been introduced to a orange called Cara Cara. And the inside meat is pink, but it's the
Yeah.
best tasting orange I ever had in my life.
Right. I've always wondered that too because it's funny because I said that I wanted to do this when I go back to like an apple farm or whatever to get cider. What makes the apple different? If an apple is an apple, how we got a Red Delicious, a Granny Smith, a Macintosh, or such and such, and we got like what 86 different varieties of a fucking apple. What makes them different has always been same thing you just said about oranges. All these different types of oranges, what makes them different? And I've always wondered that because I'm like, okay, wait a minute. How is it that we have so many different types of this particular plant, and yet no one really understands? The same thing with a tomato. Now, I love me a big boy of the beefsteak tomato, honey, but Roma tomatoes, honey, are best for salads, or grape tomatoes.
I
How
love
is it?
my grape tomatoes are awesome, you know what I'm saying? But when you get a Roma and you slice them little circles,
Yeah.
to me, they set off a deli sandwich, a salad. It's just like they're awesome in cooking, period.
Okay.
But what's the name? You talking about the apples? I ain't went back and researched it, but I was I'll be always checking these little drinks and stuff where I can make my own healthy drinks, right?
Uh-huh.
And green apples came up as bad for you. I got to go back and read the article and get it. I got it on my save list. It's all the time. Green apples are not good for us.
I've heard that once. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We had 17. That's not, okay. We done talked about the orange already. Okay. They gave us that in the thing. Okay. Number 18, the peanut. Okay. Peanuts have been people have been cultivating peanuts for over 10,000 years. The earliest known examples of peanut cultivation came to us from the Andean valleys of Bolivia and Argentina. Most of the varieties grown in the United States, though, can be traced back to the work of one man, George Washington Carver. One of the 20th century's best known agriculturalist, scientists, and environmentalists, Carver developed dozens of pest and drought-resistant types of peanuts. Well, you know what? We always said, I didn't know that he just developed peanuts. We always said that he created the peanut oil, and
The
then we said
peanut
he
butter.
discovered peanuts.
Yeah.
We never said that he created the peanuts and carried on. Now he created
Wait,
many
wait,
uses.
wait. Slow down. Listen to what you're saying. Your words and your statement is saying we never said. We were never taught.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you why I say that. They barely wanted to give the creativity power about the peanut oil, the peanut butter, the
And
peanut
give it
butter.
right. You're right.
So in order to doggone cushion the creativity and the brilliance of this man, they want to make it sound like he took something from them and made something new.
Right.
When he never took nothing from them in the first place.
In the first place. How about that? Okay.
We got to watch how stuff is presented to us and sold to us. Because when they hand stuff to us, they water it down for it to circulate back to them.
Okay. Ooh, 19, the tangerine. Okay.
Used to be
Tangerines.
my favorite.
Okay. Tangerines are not a hybrid of orange. Instead, farmers created tangerines by backbreeding different strains of mandarins. To be considered an orange, a fruit must trace its history back to both mandarins and pomelos. The pomelo never entered the picture when tangerines were under development. Ah. So it's not even considered an orange. It's a tangerine.
That's a tangerine.
It's a tangerine.
They got their own swag.
They got their own swag. Strawberries. Okay.
Here we go.
Scientists were developing strawberry hybrids as far back as the 13th century. But it wasn't until the 18th century that what we consider a modern strawberry was first appeared in France. French botanist Antoine Nicolas Duchesne is credited with creating modern strawberries on July 6, 1764, which he crossed a female Fragaria chilonis with a male Fragara machata. Okay, whatever those are.
Hey, for it to be that far back, it's Chilonis. It say CH.
CHI. CHILON.
But if it's that far back, you got to remember the Latin and the European doggone crossover. CHI was in the first place, so it's not.
Okay, right.
I hate that I know that, but it's like.
Listen, I could put you up on Jeopardy, honey.
Right.
Okay. Listen. Okay, now when I went from tangerines to tangelos.
Right.
Now tangelos are considered to be a type of hybrid orange.
Okay.
So the tangelo is the hybrid.
So it has a pimento background in it.
Exactly. Tangelos are a cross between the pomelo and the tangerine.
Okay.
Which was derived from the mandarins. Okay. Now here we go. 22, tomatoes. Through selective breeding, tomatoes have gone through many changes. And the Aztecs who initially cultivated them would not likely recognize samples of them today. The original tomatoes that Cortez brought back to Spain were much like yellow cherry tomatoes and more petite. They were the size of a pea. Damn.
How the hell were they making spaghetti sauce?
They probably wasn't. And I've seen those yellow cherry tomatoes, honey.
Right.
Which are very sweet and very flavorful. Okay. And last but not least, we got watermelon.
That right there is a big conversation because you have a watermelon that's the size of a basketball that comes out once a year and has no seeds in it.
Right. Now, okay. I don't fuck with nothing that ain't got no seeds. Okay. Watermelons are one of our oldest cultivars with historical data dating back over 5,000 years. As might be expected, people have bred many changes into them over such a long period of time. The original watermelons were not much bigger than today's apples, very seedy, and had pale, almost white flesh.
Now, have you ever seen the ones that are maybe the size? I'm gonna say probably about this big.
Hold on, let me look at you.
A
Okay,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah, like a little football or something.
Yeah, they're no bigger than maybe they're a little bit bigger than a 16-inch clincher softball.
Uh-huh.
And I always wondered about that because you got to really be doing some funky stuff to make that the right sale. That's in the grocery store. It made it to the grocery store that size. Like, what are you doing? They say it's sweet.
Right. So for me, I think they would take it from the meat, and because of the size, honey, a lot of folks who get very creative with presentations, cocktails, and
Right.
it's yeah.
It's got to be something like that because every time I'm one of the people that even if I'm not buying, I'm looking.
Right.
And when I started noticing stuff, the yellow meat watermelon, like
Right.
who told you that was okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Hey, baby. Okay. So we start to deal with a lot of that. Okay. But wow.
But that's what I said. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to. I really. Somebody call me.
No.
I wanted to just let people know that if you got time on your hands, take the time. Even if you just pick your favorite foods, pick one at a time and research it.
Right.
Research the development of it. Research the fact that if they're like, okay, like if all the cows in America died tomorrow, why is it you still got porterhouse steaks and steakhouses not closing?
Right.
Right.
Very interesting. Very, very, very. Okay, honey. We went left today, honey, with this because I wasn't expecting for this to come into this. But honey, yeah. Now again, I'm a clip this and I'm a copy this and put this link in here so y'all can go and read it yourself because y'all know I fucked up a lot of the words because these little scientific words, honey, I don't know the pronunciations and carry on.
And who named all that stuff?
That's what I want to know too. That's exactly what that's what I want to know as well, child. Who is always responsible for naming this shit? And it got 16 to 25 different damn names.
Right.
Okay, you got a scientific name.
You gonna tell me that this would get me. You gonna tell me that regular granulated sugar, right?
Right.
Is bad for me, but fructose that comes from the fruits, the sugar, is actually good for your body.
Right. Now you want me to absolutely believe that. Okay, that's what you want me to absolutely believe that. Okay. And then because remember the commercial that came out about fructose and it said up there said, well, your body don't recognize, doesn't know if it just knows sugar is sugar. I was like, bitch, did you absolutely say that? Did you absolutely say that? That raw cane sugar that comes from the ground, okay, it's bad for me. But this bullshit that you just pumped into this thing and you created in the lab is supposed to be better for me? And the body don't recognize it because sugar is sugar. But yet, everything about us breaks down and carrying on over time because we got all these extra chemicals and shit in it. Really? And that you want me to believe that?
And that's what it gets me because they got some stuff out now. Now, when you pay attention to it and research it, which I've done a little bit on it, these fruit diets and intermittent diets,
yeah.
With the little research that I have done, it made sense with the particular fruits that they're picking.
Uh-huh.
And the people that's telling me, these are educated people that they really educated in nutrition. Okay. But at the end of the day, like, I'm still confused on dextrose, fructose, glucose. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
right.
You telling me that all of these having the same suffix aren't doing the same thing to your body?
Right.
Because
Right.
what dextrose got to be lab created, because dextrose is in the doggone chips, Doritos, and all this kind of stuff.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Completely. Completely.
At the end
But
of the day,
listen, and listen, let me talk to y'all, because I know this is here. You know, we haven't been here in a minute. And I know, y'all sitting up there saying, for those of us who are still here with us, and those who left, honey, because it kind of got weird on you, whatever. Okay, I understand. But at the same time, these are the kind of conversations that we need to be having. You can't run from it because it doesn't interest you, honey. This is food that we're putting in our bodies. Okay.
right? I wouldn't speak up if I didn't care about people.
Right.
You know,
This is what we're putting in our bodies. This is what, we're saying that fruits and vegetables and carrying on are supposed to be the nourishment of everything, right? And then we've always been told that, listen, if it's coming from the ground, that's the best, because just like the article said, when we think man-made, we think genetically modified organisms. Okay. However, as they saying, that we as human beings have been fucking around with it, and maybe not genetically altering with chemicals, but we have been already splicing to see, okay, y'all know how, listen to how we do with recipes. How many times have you wanted to experiment and say, listen, what happens if I combine soy sauce with white wine? Okay. Okay, to see what kind of flavor that's going to get. Who came up with the brine? Okay, to say, oh, you need to brine your meat, honey. This is a brine.
Who said?
Salt water and sugar and whatever. Okay.
We're like, okay, let me ask you. Okay, Swedish meatballs, right?
Okay.
The sauce for Swedish sauce, the Swedish sauce, right?
Right.
How do you make it?
Well, I've never made the sauce from scratch.
Mm.
I've always had a sweet and sour sauce that maybe I got out of it, and then added barbecue sauce.
The basis of Swedish sauce for Swedish meatballs is a jar of grape jelly and a doggone whole container of ketchup.
Wow.
But they do that. Now, I just told you two things that you can get for $1 a jar each.
All
and
right.
you add to the meatballs and charge somebody $25 to put it over rice.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we're having Swedish meatballs. Okay.
Right. Grape jelly and ketchup.
Grape jelly and straight up Heinz ketchup.
Now that's a fucking combination for your ass.
But when you boil it down and mix it, and you doggone you cook the
Cook the
meatballs,
sugar out.
cook the meatballs separate, and then you doggone pour that over the meatballs and you simmer it on low, and there it is.
And there it is. And there you have it. All the acid, the sweetness of carrot. Yep.
I said, wow. And then you go to some places that's after 5 4-star restaurants, it's on the menu like it's duck or lamb chops or rack of ribs or something.
Right. Okay. And there you have it.
Dollar store meal.
Okay, let's do this. Let me look at this. I'm gonna play something because I forgot what I put up in here, and I don't know if I played this for y'all before or not. Oh, maybe no. Did you wait a minute? I'm gonna play this because I don't know if you was in the show when I talked about this.
When
I think
your
I know what this
aim is to please him in everything you do, guess what? A lot of things are not going to even come your way. A lot of us are stressed out about stuff, and we already know that it don't please God, right? So when you aim to please God, then a lot of offers that come my way, I don't even have to think about. You know, one of my dear friends who have gone on to be with the Lord, praise God. And she was so famous. And she let me know that I really didn't want to be famous. was Whitney Houston, right? She was my dear sister and friend. And I remember she was about to do one of her big videos, and it was I'm Every Woman. It's a great video, right? Really nice. Good. The song is, when you think about how it was written, it's a great song, right? But the lyrics don't line up with the word of God, right? So she knew, she said, Cece, I want you to be in this video, but I know you're not going to be in it. I said, you're absolutely right. Because it started off with, I could cast a spell. I'm not singing that. But notice how that message was all wrapped up in the beat, right? Y'all get so hooked onto these beats, and it's like demonic. You're listening to demonic stuff, and you wonder why you don't know what's going on, right? You can't listen and look at everything. God said, you're either for me or you're against me. You're either with me or you're not. The biggest deception is the devil make you think it's an in-between. Show me a scripture that says there's an in-between. There is no in-between, guys. So a lot of stuff is cut out. Y'all worried about stuff that shouldn't even be in your life. Because it says you're either for me or you're against me. So she was like, I know you're not. I said, no, you're right. It's cute, though. Cute video. But then she called me back for Count on Me. She's like, sis, I got the song. I was like, this is great. Friendship, this is going to work. Because it lines up with my faith. You see, I'm a believer first. I'm a believer who happens to sing.
All right.
Now, if don't nobody understand that, I do.
Okay.
Because again, I'm gonna have to ride with it. I'm in the club. I'm a believer that sings.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If Ruckus wrote a song today and said, yo, your part read is I could cast a spell, the devil's a lie. I'm not saying that.
Okay. Okay. And here's what this, I talked about this, and you wasn't here when I first talked about it, but this came back up because I was listening to my sister, Miss T.S. Madison, and I didn't hear the whole thing, but she was making a point as far as being wrapped up in the beat. And in this particular instance, you know, CC was, a lot of folks were trying to come down on CC because, you know, they hear what they want to hear. They hear what the hell they want to hear. Okay.
They just trying to find a reason to get at her.
They hear what they want to hear. And what the whole thing that they missed is that she said, this is what aligns with my faith.
Yep.
Okay. I believe this. I can't go singing anything like this because how I believe the Bible to be, or what my faith says, and this, that, and the other, is that, you know, that there is demonic for me. That doesn't go in, that's not in alignment with where I'm trying to go spiritually and carrying on.
Right.
And you hear what she said? She said, no, I can't sing that, but it's cute though. It's cute. Okay. Did y'all catch that? Okay. But it's cute though, girl. Okay. It's cute. But that one is not the one for me.
You got to understand, she wasn't against it. She just wasn't with it.
It wasn't for her. Okay. No, baby, you go ahead on. You knock that one out. I can't. No, I'm not gonna be in the video with that one because I can't do that one.
And that's the thing I gotta get people to understand. You can't let these old head Bible thumpers be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bruh.
Go right there. Don't hang on to it. Let it go.
No, I'm saying you can't let them. You know what I'm saying? Their opinions are before auto-tune. You know what I'm saying? So what do they know about what you feel spiritually and what your mind and heart is saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing something that you know what I'm saying, you think it's a problem or it's against God, when a lot of people, you know, to me, it's like this. You got 3,000 entertainers in the world that's in the industry on the top shelves, right?
Right.
So So all of them devil worshippers.
Oh, there we go.
You telling me that they're making a living with their gift, probably paying their tithes more than any doggone body that's working at the steel mill going to church.
Okay.
Probably in church more than anybody that doggone working at the liquor store or working down here or at the pancake house. Just anybody that's doing anything else besides that, but you want to criticize them. Is it because you don't have the balls to do what they're doing? Huh? Or is it the fact that you don't understand what they're doing and you're too high and mighty and stuck on yourself to just ask a simple question?
Now go right there.
Because if you walk up to somebody that's walking in the light, that's walking with God, that's into God first in everything they do, and they out here and they make a song, they go out here and do an R&B song that's saying, love your wife on the dance floor, right? The man said love his wife on the dance floor. He didn't say hump a hoochie.
Not hump a hoochie.
Right, but I'm saying don't treat it like that when it's not like that.
Right. Dig
There's
that.
so much more you can focus on in the church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go find out why Bessie made a PK, you know what I'm saying, leg up in the air, you know what I'm saying, when ain't nobody looking. Or find out, you know what I'm saying, why this person over here that's holier than thou, you know what I'm saying, is sneaking off to the doggone go-go bar when ain't nobody looking. You know, but don't mess with this person that went out last night, sung a song, probably with an R&B group, gave honor to God on the stage, did not care, not embarrassed about loving God first, saying what he got to say, getting home, make $300 last night, and threw 30 of it in the collection plate because he tithing and being obedient to Christ first.
Have mercy. The children and the peoples.
I'm just trying to figure it out, because sometimes if you don't understand, how could you have an opinion?
Well, that part, children.
Don't point fingers, ask questions.
That whole entire part, children. Okay.
I mean, show me in the good book where it says repentance is yours and yours alone. Somebody point that out to me, where it's all yours, all yours by yourself. Those other Christians around you, they can't, you know what I'm saying, exercise repentance or you know what I'm saying, they can't, you know, like when you know what? Here's an old head statement that irks my skin, right?
Okay.
You can't serve two masters.
Oh, there we go.
How are you going to tell another person who they are placing in their life as their master?
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You're going to tell a person that always puts God first in everything they do and won't do
Read this, because I
a
swear
lot of things. Won't do a lot of things because it won't allow, you know what I'm saying? If it's not something that you can do or something way out of order, out of God, out of ungodly, they're just not gonna do it. It's not even an argument, negotiation, or nothing. The answer is no.
Right.
So
Right.
Again, you're saying no because you're being obedient to your faith. You're saying no to certain things because what are you doing? You walk in the light of the Lord, and that's who you serve first. Okay.
And there you have it.
And if you're doing that and not ashamed to do that around people that are not even Christians or not even in the church or whatever, but you stand in your ground, then guess who knows that better than anybody? God.
Right.
So why do I care about what you think?
And there you have it. People
need to find something to do with themselves.
Okay.
But you can always start by asking questions.
All day.
You ask me one question, I give you one answer. We should be moved on to the next thing. You got your answer. That's it.
And okay. One would think. Okay, one would think. Okay.
I just heard that all my life, and I understood what they were trying to say, but on the other hand, I was saying, well, did they even ask that person? Do they have a worshiping or some type of a worshiping, nurturing, or praisable, you know what I'm saying, spirit towards that other thing that they're doggone blasting? Did they even ask that person, do they feel that way about that? Or did they ask that person, you know what I'm saying, are you praying before you doing this? Or are you putting God first? Or are you witnessing? You know what I'm saying? They ain't asking you that.
Right.
Assumption and judgment, I thought wasn't supposed to be there. That's not your place.
It's not supposed to be. However, again, because we're going into areas where it makes folks uncomfortable because your idea of worship and relationship and carrying on doesn't match theirs, it becomes an issue. And that's because everybody's looking to be monolithic. They're looking to be, this, that, and the other. That requires conformity, that requires us to be the Borg, if you will.
I don't want to know where it's interpreted. I want to know where it's written.
Right. Oh, I like that. Okay.
You showed me where it's written that I can't maintain my faith and obedience within myself because really the church is in me.
Right. And that's just it. That's the part that a lot of folks forget. If I am the church, then honey, where is it that God... Okay, if I am the church, and because all of this is subjective, honey, all of this is very subjective because it all depends upon where your faith is, where your belief is, what your relationship is. Can't nobody define that for anybody but you.
That's what I'm saying. How you gonna tell another person what their faith is or what they think about 24/7 a day, where their mind and heart at when it comes to our Lord and Savior? Nobody, you gonna just automatically assume and tell somebody where they at, but you don't ask them nothing.
Exactly. Let me play something here. I'm a double back. Damn it! Where's the other one that I want to play? It's not letting me give it. It's not letting me give it. Oh, this is because I'm looking in the wrong spot. Okay, I'm trying to upload a couple of videos, y'all, that I wanted to get with you today. One, it's going to double back and take us back to what we were talking about earlier, with the whole masculinity thing. I'm glad I came across this clip because I want y'all to see this. I hope I don't have to edit this out, but I will if necessary. But I will if necessary. The second one is going to be an observation that we're gonna get into, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. But let's do this. I'm gonna play this right here.
This photo of actors Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors recently appeared in a New York Times article about their newest movie, Creed 3. It's brought to light an issue that's evolving in our community, masculinity. Now, the photo motivated me to explore the complexity of a man's emotions, and I learned what's historically been considered manly has changed.
These ballers may never go pro, but they are certainly players in a game-changing conversation.
Where I grew up from, masculine was, okay, you got the guy with the gun, he got drugs on him, he got a whole bunch of money, he taking care of everybody.
Covenant House student Tyree Smith says those men only expressed signs of dominance, toughness, and aggression. Society has historically used those traits to define masculinity. But Smith and his classmate, Giancarlos Gonzalez, say that's changing.
The world evolving so much. Like once upon a time, you couldn't even tell another man you love him.
Yeah, just showing your emotions and just showing your real side.
A photographer recently captured the bond actors Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors share for a New York Times piece about their new movie, Creed 3.
It was a form of black love expressed through males.
They went viral. Internet users questioned their manhood, while others defended it.
It was a form of art.
Like Smith's and Gonzalez's mentor, Christopher Lovelady.
I think it was the next level in some aspects of what black masculinity is starting to look like. And I've been an advocate of creating that shift.
He's also created this safe space to be vulnerable.
Because those are a lot of things that a lot of our young men don't hear often. And I also would encourage each and every young man to find someone that they can be vulnerable to.
According to the American Psychological Association, traditional masculinity is psychologically harmful, and that socializing boys to suppress their emotions causes damage that echoes both inwardly and outwardly.
You see it in anxiety, depression, substance abuse.
Marvin McKenzie Jr., a licensed therapist at Arbor Circle, says positive affirmations from fathers or father figures can help.
That gets ingrained. They begin to believe it. They feel good about themselves. Self-confidence, self-esteem gets built, self-worth, and that gets transferred into adulthood.
Some of these fellas, like Gonzalez and Smith, learn to be a man on their own.
I didn't have a dad.
But they're using the lessons
There we go.
they've learned on this court to give manhood their best shot.
I kind of learned from not having a dad, and I seen what type of toll it took on me, so why not like learn and relearn everything that you learned and just try something different.
Okay. All right, let's talk. Let's talk. Where y'all at, people? Y'all still with me?
You know what? It's amazing to me. You know, when something is overdone, like repeat behavior, and it becomes a norm.
Yeah.
I start to release it as an excuse. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. I got it.
I start to release it from my life as an acceptable excuse. Because I've seen too many.
I like that.
I've seen too many black men grow up to be reputable people in the communities they live in or in this country that didn't have a dad or a father figure in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I've taken that crutch away from our young black men. I'm sorry. They could be mad at me all they want to. I don't care. Because you have to have some type of self-pride and self-worth to replace the absent father.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you try to have an issue about why your dad's not there, and it could get into some stuff that you don't want to get into, It could be that your mom is just one of them women.
Oh, you know what? Let's put a pin right there. Because see, here's a part of that argument that doesn't get talked about a lot. What about those who lost their dads at a young age? Their father died. Okay. Wait a minute, I'm gonna go solo to his computer pop back in because he's buffering. Okay. What about those people whose fathers died when they were babies or just, young toddlers or whatever, before those formative years? Okay. So the father wasn't absent. He wasn't a deadbeat. He didn't abandon the family. Okay. The father died. He passed. He died. Okay. What do we do in those particular instances? What do we do? Because we had those who lost in the war. Okay. That were in military. Okay. And went overseas and carrying on. You know what I'm saying? What do we do about those? See, that's a part of the argument that never gets credited when we talk about these things. Okay. That's a part of the argument to where when we hear about single parenting and this, that, and the other, I tell this to women all the time. A woman can't raise a man. She could raise the best human being. He can be loving. He can be nurturing. He can be all of those things. He could be accountable of his emotions. She can make him to be a wonderful person.
But to be a responsible man, he has to first
raise
be that.
A man.
But I'm saying in order to be a responsible man and adult, he has to first want to be that.
And then, but here's the thing too. A good parent, single or not, is going to make sure that there's someone in the child's life that she likes or thinks is someone reputable for the child to grow up to be like or to emulate. You know what I'm saying? It's when we were kids, our mothers, whether our fathers were there or not, there were certain men that she knew we couldn't be around. You better not come near my child. You better not break that shit around my baby.
And see, and that's true. That's true. But let's
you know what I'm saying?
But let's fast forward. What you just said was absolutely true. That's how the women were. That's how the mamas was. You know what I'm saying? They had the emulations of what type of man they wanted around their sons or the young man child.
That's right.
But let's fast forward to the neck twisting women. Now we got the neck twisting heifers that are programmed by the government to put them people on them to go for a check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's not. So during the ejaculation and the intimacy moment of coming together as man and woman, the man is always the hunted, because when that man goes and he's like, and he's going and he is totally relaxed, and he is making love to her without a condom, he's in a space where he really loves that woman. You know what I'm saying? More times than the other. You got your neglected people, that's the young ones that's just rebels that just do stuff. But when they're at a certain age and they do that, it's like, oh, okay, I really made love to this woman and I have ejaculated in her. This is what he's thinking. The woman is thinking like this: gotcha, nigga.
Right, boom. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So now, again, going back to the picture, because what made the headlines was that picture of Jonathan and Michael B.
Right.
Okay. So it becomes this whole big old thing. And then we go back into what Hollywood is trying to do. Oh, no, not you too. And just as if they don't have a choice in the matter. And it's like, but wait a minute, that picture is in. I pose like that with my brother I got a picture like that with me and my brother all day. You know, uh, why is it that we have gotten so fucking rigid? What is this thing? And I need.
Well, Meech, if you remember, they came for him on the February edition of Ebony, remember?
Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, we talked about that.
Right. Remember, I mean, this is what they do. Man, look. Everybody who and that's just gonna be the it person in that world right now. They're not looking for the, should I say, they're not looking for what you have done great as a humanitarian.
Right.
Giving back, and you know what I'm saying, or glamorizing your humanitarian things that you've done in communities or in the world at that part. They're searching for the things that make you demasculated, or the things that make you, how they say, some of them that's supposed to be role models. They try to force role model on certain individuals in them levels, but they gambling, drinking, woman, or you know,
right.
they whoremongers when it comes to the streets. They ain't got no wife, and you know, they doing their thing. But you want to try to catch them in the act and put that out. But you don't want to catch that same whoremonger in the daytime where he doggone just gave $1 million to have running water put into a community where they didn't have it. So you got to remember, a lot of people are destroyed by the media because the media is trying to make a build up. If that media can make that picture go out and knowing that they're gonna put their article out like they wasn't trying to say nothing at all, but they know that picture right there, boom, release that on the right platforms, they're gonna come from him on gay, and then we can have a backstory. It's all about keep making that money. Keep making the money. Build that story. Think about it. You shoot that. See, if you shot that picture and you put it in there, and all of a sudden all this stuff come up and they calling them gay, oh, is this the new hot couple and blah, 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 all that. Then when you come back to write your next article, your follow-up article to that right there, guess what it's going to say? Guess what it's going to say? I knew it because I saw the energy in the room. They are really loving each other. Boom, boom. That right there, juicy. Everybody's going to buy it based on word of mouth.
Right.
Now you sold 1 million of them because of the first photo. Now you just sold 5 million because of what you came back and said.
Right. Okay.
Bruh, I know the game.
It's sad and ridiculous, and yeah, it puts us into this whole big old thing. I'm just tired of this argument. Because my point becomes, who gives a good damn?
There you go.
Okay, who cares? Who absolutely cares that much? Okay.
I just want to let's ask this question, Meech. Let's ask the world this question. This is a big to-do, this Creed 3, right?
Yeah.
If he was gay, is he gonna punch less harder for the movie?
So you know what? Get out of my head.
If he was gay, is he gonna have one less ab in his stomach? If he was gay, is he gonna start to look like an ugly guy and not a handsome young black male actor? It was, you know, if he was gay, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Or if he was, why would that destroy anything about what he's capable of? Because he showed you what a man can do.
So I tell you what, how about we do this?
What?
This is homework. This homework.
Okay,
this homework.
Okay, give it to him.
Go find a calendar of one of the most masculine careers in the world, firefighters. And when you find that firefighter calendar, let me show the photos, and then we're gonna talk gay.
How about it? Oh, don't get me to doing that, because there's one particular cat, honey, all day that just come to my mind right now.
You said cat and come in the same statement. Yo, you get it.
Let me
just
say
want
it
to know.
again because you broke up.
No, I'm saying you said cat and come in the same statement, so you get it. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got to remember. You got to remember this. People are going to take something and take it to another level. You want to start something? Let's do an expose on firemen and show one of those calendars.
Right.
Next thing you know, everybody going to be back and forth with the comments, and all firemen must be gay. They end up all of a sudden now they up in the house spending the night together.
Wait a minute. They said it about Sailor. Now you from the Navy? You a Navy
That's
man?
the point I made.
All the men in the Navy must be gay because they had seized 6 months and carried all that time and ain't no woman on the ship and they gotta be. Why do they got to be? Because one thing I do know about a straight man is that a straight man, honey, is a straight heterosexual man. He's not sexually interested in looking at another man. That there is all innate. That's in here and that's in here. Only time it becomes a question, honey, is when you got to question yourself because you have this little do-I-diddy of a feeling.
Right.
But that's personal.
But how many, I mean, come on. Yeah, I can just see now. Oh yeah, man. Y'all woke up this morning and I was thinking about some hot, sweaty man ass. No, man. I'm not doing that.
I do. But wait, if you had seen me earlier today, I was trying to whip this goddamn quarter. Oh, I was trying to whip this quarter so damn fast, child, but we couldn't because the goddamn traffic was in the way. God bless America, honey. Oh my God, this thing went walking down the street. Oh.
Should have jumped
He
out.
made me nervous, honey. He made me nervous. I thought, oh, fuck that. Usually, if I had a horn, I would have, bumped the horn or whatever just to give him some encouragement. And I didn't have my window down because I was going, if I had saw him, I'm going to run around the window. I was going to holler out somebody's name, honey, just to see if people say, Michael, was that you? Just to have some fun with it. But when I tell, oh my God, oh my God, yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, don't worry about it. Yeah, you just got to take time to drive out there. Slim gonna tighten you up. Gotta get out there early one morning. We're gonna get your horn. Gotta get your horns straight and I got the what's the name? I forgot. I got the what's the name in my phone. He sent the thing to me.
What?
On how to put the lights in your dash.
Oh yeah, I got that too. Yeah, I looked at that. I'm like, oh, okay, that looks simple.
It was totally simple. I was like, oh, okay.
It's simple, honey, but I'm not mechanical like that.
All you gotta do is go out there and crank up some music and he'll knock it out.
I'm not mechanical like that. Okay. Yeah. But okay. I'm like, all right, cool. But to the point, because I got distracted. That's how I was driving. We ended up going in that damn circle. Yeah. I ended up losing the child. Couldn't find him no damn way. I was like, damn, he gone. But and then at the same time, I had to in Georgia State territory, honey. So he's a college student. I said, that's college. Fuck. He a kid. Shit. Grown, but a kid. Right?
Yeah. But you'd have been like, I know what your kryptonite. I know what your kryptonite is.
You know what? No. And no, honey. I would have to. I really got to find the real magic lasso and put a forgetful spell on you, because you'll never to use that again, honey. You would never ever. No, I can't say never ever, because then he would be on the hunt to do it for real. You's a dirty motherfucker for that one. You know you was dirty as a newborn baby soiled diaper. You know you was dirty for that. They gave me no preparation, no nothing. Oh. Let me tell y'all what this little fucker did. Okay. Listen. We were preparing for, you know, a little program we put together, right? So we was having breakfast, and we down here in downtown College Park at Breakfast Boys, right? We trying to get. I'm sitting there talking about, so y'all come on down so we can sit up here what this is about, right? This is our first time there. They done told us, okay, now we have folks coming and things. So, you know, we said that we told them, I said, no, what was the table for 5? What? He said, no, it's 6. I said, oh, somebody's coming. He said, yeah, we got somebody else coming. I said, oh, okay. I'm thinking it was one of the car club members or whatever that was going to come in that's on the planning committee with us. God damn it. My back is to the door. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, I said, okay, cool. So when I turned around, it's our DJ. Okay, now y'all have to understand something. I have a fetish. It's a fetish, I know. But what I call pit bull little motherfuckers. Okay. Cause he got to be maybe 5'5", 5'6". Okay. And he's stocky as shit, right? And what I love about the pit bulls is either they're muscular or that every day, like I wrestle a cow kind of shit stocky. You know, like Scrappy Dog. You know, like little Scrappy Dog? This motherfucker come walking in the motherfucking restaurant, and immediately I looked at Red. He drops his head and go act like I don't know what the fuck is going on. I said, oh, it's like that. So then I get something, I text the shit out of you motherfucker. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Because I'm like, okay, this man is straight as fuck. And now I got to channel all this energy so I'm not disrespectful and carrying on. But what made it even worse is the fact that this child liked to play games too. So I'm telling DJ Tiny, I'm like, listen, now you gonna have to stop fucking with me.
Because he was baiting you and you were baiting it.
Okay. You gonna have to stop fucking with me. And he thinking this is all part of the joke. Right? And I said, sweetheart, And so then I just said, fuck it. Okay, now you keep playing with me. I'm gonna have to make you one of my heterosexual husbands. And when I said that, baby, if you had seen the look on Tim's face, because he didn't know how to take that. I said, now I told you. And I said, you got the real one right here. Okay, you got a real one. Don't do that now.
But you gotta admit though, he was real cool.
But it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. But I'm sitting there sweating bullets because I'm like, you ass.
But I was because it was something we had just recently said something about the pit bull stuff, and then when he walked in, I looked at the door. I said, "Lord," I said, "Oh, this is gonna be funny."
Okay. No, you do not have carte blanche to that at all. I'll revoke your card. Okay. I revoke your card. But okay, listen. We're gonna let y'all go on in. You know, we came in. I do have to apologize again for, you know, letting my nerve get to me and being in my feelings and carrying on.
I'm in my feelings right now.
Okay. Sometimes it happens, and I have to regroup and carry on. Y'all do know this is still my birthday month and things of that nature. So you know, I'm still trying to get all this done. We're in the middle of it. We're coming to an end soon. Y'all know I go to April 2nd. of celebrating me throughout the month of March. And yeah, although the shit on the job that's going on, honey, really got me in the pickle, and things of that nature. But it's nothing that we cannot handle. Okay, it's nothing that we cannot handle. So before we get ready to go, I told you I was going to make an announcement, so that you guys.
Hey, I'm having a problem, bro. I need to turn this television off because I'm on punishment for a while, and this dude here is like he's laying pipe, right? Right, but he's actually really laying pipe, and in my mind is somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm like,
You know what?
I'm like, man, I got a long time
You
before
don't help me.
I got a long time before I
You
can.
do not help with that because I would. I would. Listen. I would. Okay, you know what? You're evil. You're evil, and you must be destroyed.
No, he was just stuck
Okay,
the pipe in
you
the
are
hole,
evil.
right? The pipe in the hole, it was curved. He stuck the pipe in the hole, and it locked right. But first, before he tried to lock it in, he had to take it back out and put some lubricant on it, and then he stuck it back in there. And I just was like, Jesus Christ, you know how much?
Right.
I got a long time.
Yeah.
Hurry up and heal.
Where you get the spot?
She need to hurry up and heal.
Yeah, but you're gentle with it though. Be gentle. Anywho,
I'm standing across the room. Go
ahead. Okay, you can still stand across the room. Good for you. Okay, good for you. Shit, I need to get into a gym, honey, and work out a little bit more, honey. Okay. Yeah. But anywho,
yeah, my stand up is better than my lay down.
it's still yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. But here's the announcement that I need to make.
Go ahead.
Because once I make it say it out loud more times than ever, then I can commit myself to which I am. That there is. I will be needing you guys' help coming very soon. You will start to see advertisements and carrying on because yours truly is going to be a candidate for the office of mayor for the city of College Park here in Georgia.
Oh, snap.
Yes, I'm going to put my hat in. This is going east, and I'm nervous and scared as hell, but it's the good kind. It's not the fear, that, oh my God, I'm afraid. It is the nervous and fear like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going into uncharted waters that I don't know what to expect. Okay. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, here at Dish and Tea with Big Meats, honey, for those of you who are listening, either live or in a repeated broadcast, I am Demetrius Taylor, and I am a candidate for mayor of the city of College Park.
Hey.
So we got to put out, I'm getting my team and stuff built now so that we can get everything together. It's going to require money, honey, because they want $912 to qualify. So I got to put that money together. Plus, we got to get money for, campaign supplies. And I really want to look at why it costs so damn much to run and all that kind of stuff. I really need to investigate that to realize why is it, if we're trying to do our patriotic duty to go into office, why do we have to spend so much money to do it? When a lot of it goes down the damn drain. Because you get them little cards and flyers and carrying on the mailers and carrying. Don't nobody read that shit. They throw it in the trash. So you spend umpteen millions for bigger campaigns. Imagine for the presidential campaign, you got 50 states. Okay.
That's a lot of darn stuff.
That's a lot of paper. That's a lot of money that goes in the trash, literally. who holds on to that shit? We don't keep it as mementos. We don't frame it. You know, they got beautiful pictures on it, but do we frame them things and say, oh, I got a picture of the president on my... We don't frame that shit. Okay? We throw it away. And it's not even printed on recycled paper because of all the color and stuff. And you can't even recycle that shit. Okay, so what... You know, I'm looking at coming up with ideas and carrying on. I'm hoping we get folks that would want to fund the campaign and things of that nature so that we are able to run a successful, decent campaign. I am not one to go for dirt and all that kind of stuff, but I am one who will speak truth. Okay? So we're developing the platform and all of those things. So you guys will be hearing about that soon. The election is this November. Okay, so we got our work cut out for us, honey. So if you know, should I become victorious, then that means that my co-host and carrying on will have to take over this, and then I would end up doing something like this, but it would be on a much different platform and a different scale. Because of course, going into politics, everybody wants their politicians to look a certain way. And that is the part that is really not intimidating me, but it's like, look.
Well, we just got to get you polished up. No homo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Did you just say no fucking homo? Did you just say no homo?
I just saw that on TV, bro. I had to use it.
Okay, but I'm gonna be me.
I just saw
I
that
will do, and I'm going to be me. I'm definitely going to be me.
Hey, this man just said, sit right here on Santa's lap, no homo. Why?
I'm sick of this. Okay.
Why? No, but why?
Why must we qualify that?
Right? Why did you do?
Why? But why does there have to be a qualifier?
Right?
Why do straight men feel they have to say shit like that to qualify?
Why do you have to say
on another man? Why would that come into your head?
But my thing was this: it threw me off because I said, "What?"
Right.
Okay.
You know the whole pause, no homo. What the fuck?
You know, the first time I heard pause, right? Hey, the first time I heard pause, I was like, I thought something was wrong with the nigga.
Right. Right. Okay. Thanks, baby. Yeah. Would you say what? Yes. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
You saw what I sent you, right?
No, it came up, but I didn't look at it.
Look at your phone.
I am. I hold on. Okay. Lord have mercy. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, so yeah, we got to get a photo shoot.
Come on, dog.
And carry on. Because I got to get pictures. I need shop. I got to go shop. So jacketized though, but I just got to get some suits and some cute little clothes up in here.
We got to get you a navy blue suit, a navy blue suit, a white shirt, and a red tie.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. The suit, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, College Park's colors are we're navy blue and green.
Okay, so we'll get you a shamrock tie, and
a shamrock tie. I have several ties that can take care of that. Okay.
Look. I'm not gonna have you be hard-headed through this.
Listen, I'm very stylish, and I have enough here that would accommodate. However, you know, we just have to prepare. Because, you know, there's going to be television, there's going to be press, there's going to be, you know, having to go represent the city here, there, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then once I'm victorious, there's some things that I would want to do that I think that our current mayors should have done and have not, you know, for representation. and things of that nature, because it is very important that the citizens see our elected officials at stuff that the citizens care about, and not just the stuff that's supposed to be city related.
That is a horrible thing, that you'll put somebody in that seat and then you don't see them.
Right. We have to get down and get into the grit and into the muck and mire of it. One of the things I would love to do is go take a tour of the Coca-Cola plant over here. We got Coca-Cola right here. I've never been in that plant or whatever. I want to see what's going on, in the plant itself. Do they conduct tours for, to see what's going on in the plant, to go into all of our other businesses here. And there's a number of restaurants I've not tried, and some I can't try because I'm allergic to shellfish, so I can't go. But I still want to know the business owners or whatever. Just because I'm allergic to shellfish don't mean I'm allergic to you. You know what I'm saying? How is it? And see, here's the other thing. What is it that you need from the city that's going to help better you and your business? How can we make that happen?
I think I need
if I've never gone into the restaurant, I wouldn't know that.
Me and the wife said we're gonna get a P.O. box so we can vote.
Okay, don't do that, because I just had somebody tell me today that when somebody else was trying to run, they did not win. But what happened was they had an old apartment building and have 40 people registered to vote at that same apartment number. And say how it was detected was because the post office the post person came to him and said, "Do you know how many voters registration card I delivered to this address, and ain't nobody living here?" And that's how it came to be. So when they did the cross-referencing and did the research, it was 40 people that were signed up to that address to register to vote who did not live in the city. But because he did not win, they didn't investigate it. But had he won, it would have been cause for investigation, because that's voter tampering. I said, my God, see, this game of politics. Now, here's where it is, because this game of politics, honey, can get dirty real quick, and it can get corrupt real quick. Folks come in with the best of intentions, but once you get caught up in the game, honey, it becomes a little bit that way. Now, I'm local, and I've been dealing with these folks on the local level already. So it's not, no, I don't, we can huff and puff and carry on. I can agree to disagree. I can sit down there and say my piece. I understand the vote, because I'm, as a mayor don't get to vote. I can talk. We can this, that, and the other. We can get the people and carrying on about, listen, we need a community meeting here about this, and this, and carrying on. And then you need to talk to your council members, because they're the ones who vote. Okay, they're the ones who vote. So you make it happen. Okay. However, I don't get a vote unless there's a tie. And the mayor breaks the tie. Okay. So be that as it may. Yeah. So that there is that. So on that note, honey, I am Demetrius Taylor. I am one of your candidates for 2023, 2024 mayor of City of College Park. And yes, honey, we're going to do this. So on that note, honey, let me let you guys go and get into your own worlds, because it is 1:30 in the morning, honey, Eastern Standard Time on this day. So it is now Sunday morning, the 19th. For those of you who are born still up under the sign of Pisces, and today is your birthday, happy birthday to all of you. Okay, and et cetera, honey. So listen, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets, darling, because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech and the big red fella, and in Aunt Nikki's absence, who came down to come and get her car. She came down, honey. We had a cute little visit for half of a second. We got I'm Miss Mavis. Her car was Ella, after Ella Fitzgerald. Okay, so she got Ella on the road, honey, and she and Mook come down here, and they drove Ella back to Philly so that they can get their stuff together up in there. They're almost ready to come back down here home. So once she gets resettled in Canada, she'll be back with us on the regular. But yeah, so that there was kind of cute. But please know that everything that we're doing over here at Three the Hard Way, the Syndicate, honey, in any way, shape, style, form, and or fashion, everything that we're doing, honey, will move forward. If you love us, tell all of your friends, your family, your loved ones, honey, to come on in, like, subscribe, and to share. But if you hate us, you can tell all of your motherfucking enemies, honey, to like, subscribe, and to share. Because you know why? Everything, as I said, that we're doing in any way, shape, style, form, and or fashion will move forward, darlings. So, honey, on that note, honey, and can I do my note? Can I do my note? Can I do my note? Wait a minute, I ain't got my setup ready. Let me do my setup. Let me do my setup. I ain't got my setup ready. See? There we go. Okay, the setup is right there. So on that note, honey, woohoo! And darlings, whew, scene. Oh, child, yes, honey, yes.